How you doing, everyone? This is Matthias Atva from Dee Rek Dreadnought, your Dreadnought PS4 replay guy. Well, there's no time for love, Dr. Jones. I had a very busy weekend, and from Monday to Thursday of this coming week, I am going to be out of town and for work. And this weekend, I was unable to get the videos I wanted to get done. I had quite a few engagements with friends. Unfortunately, they were not all together. So I went hiking with my hiking buddy, went drinking with my drinking buddy, and went out with a couple of other friends. But my grandmaster plan is to one day have all my friends together at one central location, but that is not panning out right now. So it was a very active weekend for me, and a couple days last week as well. But I did get the videos that I did want to get out last week, and normally I try to catch up on the weekends and produce a couple of videos and schedule them out for the next week so I have more time for work, chores, and social engagements. However, it did not pan out this weekend as I wanted to, and I ran into right about 6 or 7 p.m. on Sunday today that I'm recording this and realize I'm just not going to get it done. So here we are. I will be back, I believe, Thursday or Friday next week, and I'll try to finish at least one video up and get that out either Thursday or Friday, and try to catch up on videos next weekend and get at least one out on Saturday or Sunday, and then produce a couple more so I can get ahead of the game for next week. A lot's been going on in the game as far as playing. I've had a blast playing, and I have 2 great artillery cruiser replays. For the record, artillery cruisers aren't even my favorite ship in Dreadnought. I like destroyers much better. I really enjoy corvettes. I have a fun time in Dreadnoughts. And I'm really good with tactical cruisers, especially Jupiter Arms tactical cruisers. I'm really good in all tactical cruisers, but I really love the Kataro. So really, artillery cruisers are technically 3rd or 4th on my preferred ship list. However, it just seems I do really well with them. So I have an outstanding Jupiter Arms artillery replay coming out, and an almost equally outstanding Stabia replay coming out. They're probably going to be the new top videos on my top 10 list for those 2 mega corporations. And I also have some Akula Vector love in the form of a couple of really good Akula Vector Dreadnought replays. They're not top 10 material, but they're still excellent, a lot of fun, and a lot of brawling in those replays, and they turned out very well. I do want to get out How to Survive the Best to complete the How to Best series that I've been promising to do for a while, but I just can't put the finishing touches on it and get that out there. And there are a couple other videos I have in the works that I want to get out. So don't worry, this has happened before, so this is really for new viewers. I have had times where holidays and work scheduling have prevented me from really producing new videos for a 3 to 5 day stretch, and that's what's coming up here. And I just want to let you guys know that we're not going to be slowing down on the channel at all, and that this is just my personal scheduling conflict that's going to create a little bit of a gap this week. So I don't want you guys to get worried. There's always talk of gloom and doom about the game itself. I haven't been seeing that lately. On a couple of occasions, the queue time was longer than what it usually is. My personal average is around 4-minute wait time. There were a couple of times that it was longer than that, but I have to say there are a lot of new, fresh faces in Legendary play. I don't play Veteran anymore, by the way. All my Tier 3, Tier 2s, Tier 1s, and most of my Tier 4s are fully researched. So there's no reason for me to duck down into lower tier gameplay. It's not fulfilling for me. It doesn't have as many modules as Legendary. It's not as fast-paced and competitive, and there's no reason, even for the sake of game completion, to do that. Also, my career progression in the lower tiers is completely done as well. So I'm basically legendary or go home at this point. And I have to say there's a lot of new players coming up from veteran fleet into legendary, and some of them are already pretty good and other ones are catching on pretty quick. And the general population in legendary, I have to say, outside of the elite players of Nuclear Inferno's Dread Chat, are getting much, much better. The tone, intensity, and strategic and tactical depth of games is really good lately. I'm having a lot of fun. Also, some of the space apes have been coming back, and they are a little rusty, which is good for me because they're coming in, hitting the games hard, but we're giving it back to them. I've had a couple of really excellent games against the space apes that were neck and neck, very intense. And of course, Scroat came back for a game, one game that I caught last week and kicked everyone's butt, including mine, but that's neither here nor there. For the most part, the general population of the game, on PS4 anyway, is playing more and getting much better, and there are a lot of new faces to the game and to the channel, which I appreciate. So I think the game is far from dead, and we've had 2 minor summer update patches for the game, but at least we're getting patches, at least the saga continues, and I think that's great. And we also have a lot more people stepping up to the plate and voicing what they want to see in the game. So if there is an infusion of R&D or the ability for Greybox or 6foot to progress the game further than where it is now, it's very important that we discuss that and have a clear direction and opinion for them to make sure that we don't have some of the hiccups that we had in the past with the game, such as the Corvette armor amp, rupture, and a couple of other things that really most people were on the fence and a very vocal minority wanted in the game, while the relatively silent majority just kind of went along with the flow, and I think that was to the detriment of the game. However, there have been a lot of really good changes to the game that have brought us to where we're at today, and I think that there are 2 periods right now and right before Christmas and New Year's that were the zenith of balance in the game. And I think we're in a good spot right now. It could be tweaked a little more, and I like what they're doing with, instead of making new mechanics and new modules, I like the idea that they want to take unused and unimpactful modules and make them more powerful, and that in itself will increase the gameplay options, the meta options, and also drive new tactics and strategies and maybe find new combos for the game. So I do like that as well. And of course, we had our poll from last month's game and channel update, and we'll go over the results of that poll for August's update. But I again want to address and maybe suggest to you guys that if you were ever in a position to offer an opinion, merging of the servers would probably be one of the first steps to helping the game recover and get back to some of the numbers they had for a couple of months after the Steam update. I know PS4 has been pretty constant, but if PC could recover, I think the game would be in a better spot. Basically, if some tweaks were made to marketing strategy, some tweaks were made to gameplay, and then we got new PvE content, new ship skins, maybe a couple of new mechanics to make the game more exciting, we would be in a good spot with the game, and maybe it'd become profitable again. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that I will be out of town for a couple days, and don't expect a video till the end of the week. That there are some really good videos coming, especially some of my replays, and we have a couple new player-submitted replay casts and a couple new strategy and tactics videos as well. And I really want to jump back in to some of the discussions that we've been having in the comments and in videos on the channel about how to make Dreadnought and our community a better game and a better place. Well, enjoy your weekend and have a good week. I'll see everyone at the end of this week with a new video. So that's it from me for now, and I'll see you soon in Sinley Bay.